Hey everyone, this is the soil texture triangle, and it can be very difficult for students to read, partially because there's three axes, and I think partially because some of these lines are kind of moving at slightly different angles. So for example, if you're looking for a clay reading, these lines move straight across the diagram. So 70% clay would be all across this portion of the diagram. But if you're looking at sand, you can kind of see that these lines move on this angle, and the silt percentages move along this angle as well. So 40% silt is all the way along this line. This is an interesting tool because it allows us to determine the classification of a soil based on the percentage of each of these three particles. So clay being the smallest, silt being intermediate, and sand being the largest particles. So let's say, for example, we have a soil that's 30% clay. So it's going to fall into one of these three classifications, either a sandy loam, a clay loam, or a silty loam, based on the percentages of the other two particles. So let's say it's 30% clay and 40% sand. So if we take a look, the 40% sand line is going to meet the 30% clay line right here. And that means we're dealing with, if we take a look at the silt axis, that means we're dealing with a soil that is 30% silt. So we can determine using this triangle that a soil with 30% clay, 40% sand, and 30% silt would be classified as a clay loam, where loam isn't a particle size, but rather it's a term that describes sort of a mixture of all three of the different particle sizes: clay, sand, and silt. Hopefully this helps you use the soil texture diagram to classify a soil based on the percentages of these three particles. Thanks for watching.